Ooh. I'm coming back now. Okay, so I reduced the bit rate. Okay, I don't know if this time it's good or not. Delay is 10 second much better now. Okay, bro, thanks for letting me know, but the internet speed is still something that I'm suffering. It's not going above like 7000 kbps. I need more than 10,000 kbps, and it's coming below like around 5000. So maybe today's a bad day. Friday is a bad day by all mean, like not getting proper speed for streaming, not getting proper market conditions for trading. Let's see. That sell side has to be taken before I can look for a buy long. So let's see. Finally a fair value gap. Finally a fair value gap and a break below that hourly fair value. So that 15 minutes fair value, I looked into that 1 minute candle, didn't wait for the fair value gap to form over here if it's willing to go for those area. That was a big mistake from me. However, let's see like how the market works. If it can, again, don't do that. I would love to see you are coming here and then maybe doing something like that. Not now. So still it didn't break from the 15 minutes chart. So I'm just putting it here just to see how it's doing or how it's working over there, but don't follow it. I'm not even taking it for myself. So yeah, it cleared these liquidities, came until this far, created exact equal low with this. So it is what it is. Let's see, it still didn't break from the 15 minutes chart. Okay, 15 minutes bear sorry, hourly bearish fair value. At least want to see it's breaking from 15 minutes, closing below that fair value on 15 minutes. Other than that, it's a big no. Just what I did over here, that same big no is here as well. Can you share a link to your Discord, please? Okay, you still don't have the Discord link. Let me put it back one more time. Just a sec. Apps are here. It is add this and that. I need someone to actually make my Discord look better. Like my Discord is not looking good. It's just I just created couple of rooms for the people who are willing to join, but I need to make it look bit better. Generate link, copy. Let me put it on the chat and let me pin the message. So yeah, again, why I put it there was because the fair value gap 1 2 3 candle. So however, that was that 3 candle high, that's why there. Okay, don't care about the looks, just care about the information, bro. No worries, brother, thanks a lot for that. But yeah, I mean, no, I saw like my friend's Discord, I think someone helped him create that one, which was I think Hakimi or something, the name. Let me check the name, and that one looks really good. That's why Tamimi. Uh, it's a guy, but the name, I thought for a while that it's a female. Like uh, the name is a female name, Tamimi, but it's a guy. Like his surname, or maybe it's a female, but maybe the surname is something that he or she is using from father or husband, something like that. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Put a line right here just to see if that CE is there or not, and I want to check like how the mean threshold was traded. Okay, that was the mean threshold. So I know now where is the mean threshold exactly on that midnight, and it's that CE, and this is that sell side. What was the stop loss size? Only 18 handle. Could have taken that on, but again, the mistake was made here, thinking that now it's going towards that fair value, but without seeing the bullish fair value here or any other level, there was no bullish fair value. So that was a big mistake that I didn't wait for the confirmation. But here, yeah, I mean, already how far? 21.75 handle. So that was a good enough. Even the CE, how much? 16 point something something. Yeah, it's finding it hard to create any more fair values around that area, which is a bit suspicious. But again, as I'm not looking for bearish entries, I'm not taking the entry over there. And still it didn't close below that CE. However, I believe it may like go now towards that sell side liquidity. And this fair value, okay, like the fair value here, this fair value, 1 minute fair value, so 1 minute candle broke above that once, it cannot do that again. If it's respecting this fair value, the next will be something like this, which is market will trade the low of the fair value maximum, the midpoint, but it should not go and close again above that fair value. So that was that part. Sir, why you did not took this trade? Because I'm looking for buy longs again today. That's why. Although I had clean sell side liquidity, I just placed it over there, and I didn't realize the stop loss is very small. Like 18.25 handle is quite a small stop loss. I didn't realize that it's very small. So yeah, that is one reason. Another one is that 15 minutes candle is yet to close. The mistake I made already here was I thought it's already going past that fair value, so it didn't close there. Instead it backfired me. So I don't want to be in that exact situation one more time. That's why. And here I'm seeing this candle was acting as an order block. It has cleared this sell side liquidity. Still it didn't take that liquidity, so I'm not happy with that thing. And look here, it's going back towards that fair value. Okay, so that's the reason I didn't take it. Yeah, I could have maybe targeted 20 handles or even this low or the CE. I don't know, like it was a short scalp over there, but the range is still I have is 44 handle. Okay, like from where market is reacting, I have 44 handles worth of range. And again, I'm not happy the way market is going higher this way, so I'm expecting it to come back one more time for that sell side liquidity. Last 7 minutes of this candle, see, like since the market opened at night 9:30, which is here, this candle or this candle on the 15 minutes, it's continuously like it's just long wicks on the top and bottom. So that's why Friday is hard to trade. It went nearly 10:22 now, like it's 10:22 and market is still doing awkward movements. Okay, it's long wick on the bottom, long wick on the top, this way. So better be patient for better price action. If market is leaving this sell side this way, then any buy long will be a bad trade as well. Like I'm not gonna risk much. If I frame a trade, I'm not gonna risk much on that. Cesar K, I heard about you through T2. Yeah, yeah, his channel is way bigger than me because he literally continued to, like, let's see one thing. I think he's still streaming. I'll look at it on the other screen so that you guys can see the price, how it's doing over there as well. So let's see. T2, yeah, he's streaming. So he has 676 videos altogether in his channel. So he never stopped, and he literally streams the AM session, PM session, both of them. On the other hand, I have, including the live streams and my trade executions and other stuff, only 99 videos. Okay, so that's how active I was, and that's how active he was. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The market is not in any form, in any condition to look for a entry, because if you look on your 15 minutes chart, it's pure consolidation phase, or at least seek and destroy phase. It's taking some sell side, it's going for some buy side. That way it's working. For example, here, like it took some sell side from these lows, went higher, took these buy sides, again came lower below those low. Now it's again doing that sort of thing, like took this sell side, instead of taking that, again went all the way back to that fair value. So yeah, I mean, the bodies are still respecting the CE, as I was saying, but I'm not convinced with the way market is working. So for that reason, I'm not looking for a sell. Although this candle, when this engulf happened, that was the indication that it is going for a little lower run or something. See, it's again going higher for that highs, or maybe this time, I don't know, like how far it is willing to go. But yeah, I mean, until market has a clear direction, I'm not willing to take any entry. And 32 handles moved from that fair value, but it still didn't clear that sell side liquidity, which is suspicious to me. last 4 minutes of this 15 minutes candle. Let's see if there is a big down expansion or not, like lower expansion or higher expansion, whatever it is. Like if it's higher expansion, then it's still going to close inside that fair value, and if it's lower expansion, then you can expect this fair value to be to get inversed, and then market can go for that sell side. So I'm just looking into the closing of this 15 minutes candle, how it's closing over there. And Ali Mehdi, bro, you don't need to call me sir or anything. You can call me AK or Asif. That's my first name, Asif, and K stands for Karim. So Asif Karim. You can call me anything like AK, Asif, whatever. Doesn't matter. Again, it's a long weak candle, so there is no clear direction on the market. Just by looking into 1 minute, look, like every candle has long wicks. Every candle in 1 minute has long wicks. That's a very bad sign for the market condition or situation. So what I did on the previous entry was literally this, okay? To request a payout, I need at least $200 worth of profit. So I risked the amount that will still leave at least $200 in my bank. Okay, so the express funded account, it's looking like this, and today I'm literally doing the trade on two accounts, because yesterday someone asked me like why you are not copying. So today I'm copying the trade. However, I'm not like the other account have yesterday made like 900 something, and today that $224 is also in the other account. So on that one I have around 1100 something in profit. So let's see how it goes. And if the stream is still stuttering, or if it's still buffering, please let me know. How about yes, is it clear? Yes, that was the news candle on 10, and that was the news candle on 8:30. It traded, it also didn't take those liquidities. So yeah, I mean 37 seconds left. Let's see how the market closes. And yeah, like this entry, maybe some partial below that low could have been a good option, since it's already 27.5 handle and targeting until this far. But since it went above, see, like why I said it's a seek and destroy. It took this sell side, went above those highs, like literally those areas, and now it's again coming for that low. So it's a clear seek and destroy mode, and I don't want to be part of this specific area. What it did right here, okay? See there, those equal lows, it came there, didn't take that liquidity. It took those equal lows liquidity, went higher, cleared those high, again came below those here, took those liquidity, retraced back into the fair value or even above the fair value, came lower, took this liquidity, didn't take this one, went higher. Now it's again coming lower, so I'm seeing this time it will take this one. If it doesn't take this one this time, then again we have to wait until market can clear the sell side. And if you are bearish, you can frame your entries like the way you have observed the market, you can frame your entries that way. So yeah, I mean it's a seek and destroy, so it's better to be safe than sorry. And as I said at the beginning of my stream, that it's more about securing the profit than making more. Okay, so as you can see, I am still securing, even if it's only $200, I'm still securing that money. That's the fact. So yeah, I mean, let the market get out of this seek and destroy situation, then I will look for my entries, not before that. Although I'm seeing like this fair value can act as a inversion fair value, this one. The reason behind that, it markets use that fair value to go higher, clear those liquidities, that's why. So and until this candle, so until this is where you have the order block. Yes, you have consecutive, so this time you can maybe mark all of them, but better to mark those, especially the highest up close is your extreme order block. And since the body closed below, yeah, that candle, so this is your order block. That was a entry for me. Okay, and the stop loss has to be either mm, yeah, so around this area, so that will cover, I think, the consecutive order blocks mean threshold as well. Yeah, so around that candle's high, which is until this far. Although you can choose a different level if you want, but that is what I'm seeing, because there is no reason to put above a high when there is a seek and destroy mode. If it goes higher, it will take that liquidity and stop you out, so no reason to put it there. So if you took it like this way, maybe this was your stop loss, and target is taking a partial here, which is nearly 30 handles. But I believe market should not just take the liquidity and go higher, because that is your 15 minutes breakaway gap. It should at least reach to this far before it can go higher. Okay, so like this. By the way, I want to check how it's doing over here. That was the CE of that candle. I don't need it anymore because this candle already cleared that low. So and let me remove this one as well. This is because the fair value gap 1 2 3, since it inversed, I'm using that high as my stop loss. Some people uses this high as their stop loss, but I'm not using it because it's sitting around that order block level, like the extreme one, and it's not covering the mean threshold of the consecutive either. So for that reason, I'm not using this high, I'm using that. It's better. It's only 17 handles, right? And already the move it gave was 22.75. So if you're targeting like 10 to 20 handles, this entry already gave you that, this entry is already gave you that. And that's what ICT said, like bread and butter, it's securing 200 to $400 with one NQ. And about the ES chart on 15 minutes, it looks better, like not as bad as NQ. However, okay, finally to the target. But yeah, I'm not seeing it's going higher from there. At least from this fair value, it can go higher. See the perfect tap over there. Yeah, like don't worry about that TP or something didn't hit or something, because it's not on top, it's inside a tick like this. Now you can see. That's why I don't target exact sell side. Okay, I target the top of from where it can reverse, that area. So now that it has cleared the sell side, reached here, I'm now happy to look for any buy setups. And about that inversion, again, this was the fair value that market used to go higher and clear these liquidities. Okay, it's also some liquidity over there. So when this simple this way, okay, this is where it found support. When market broke below that, this is where it's finding resistance. That's the factor. So yeah, I mean, I know I could enter from there, but I didn't because I don't want to. That's why. Let's see. And it has already traded to a higher time frame point of interest. Now let's see if it's still willing to go lower or not, because I have more liquidity sitting right there. Okay, this was the nearest one. The most obvious one was here, so I marked that one as my main focus. And since I'm bullish on the market, like overall direction is towards the buy side, I didn't look for those levels to be hit. Okay, that's the reason, because that will turn the market literally bearish. That's why. So yeah, I mean, look for possible areas to reverse. Like yesterday, the entry I took, remember, like only one entry I took, and that entry gave me nearly $1,000 profit. It gave me more than that, but I didn't close all the positions. What I did was, there was a probability for market to go higher, that it went, but it went during the PM session. So as I was expecting as well, I was saying that, right, that since AM session is bearish, PM will be the bullish one. And I was talking about this fair value, remember yesterday, the range 50%. If you don't remember, let me draw it one more time. So from this high until this low, that was the 50%, and this was that fair value. So I was talking about this fair value yesterday, that market will go and at least trade here, and I removed this fair value, saying that this fair value is sitting in a discount area. So for a sell short, you are looking for premium areas, not discount areas, and that is 0.5. That is your fair value from where today market literally went until this far, which is this last fair value on the bullish side here. Okay, from here market again went higher, cleared the Asia and London high, traded back into that daily breakaway gap slow. At the same time, the daily candles wick, the wick has a huge range, so that 0.25 is overlapping that level. From there market is falling, or market came below that area until that last fair value, or that overlapping fair value, however you want to mark it. And let me check how is it looking on the 1 minute. Okay, so 5 minutes is having a possible change in a state. All I need to look for now is this is a possible change in a state. Okay, so this 54 seconds gonna decide is there a fair value gap or not. There is only one, but let the market first close above that level, which is above this CISD line, and I will mark it as a fair value. Since there is only one, market can fill it up completely, and in this case I'm gonna mark this as the min threshold, although the 5-minute range is bigger, and that's my order block. So yeah, if market can stay above that, 15 seconds left, this fair value can be a area to look for a buy long. So I hope you got some idea, like how the market works, or what I was specifically looking. Please do not just tap here and go higher. Asif, when you give the example, kindly make the screen big. I think you are talking about this, so I will try to do it or keep it in mind. Oh, come on. It just literally retraced to that week of that order block, and now it's expanding higher. So this will remain as a bag, I'm thinking. If it creates another fair value gap around this area, I will take the entry from there, but my stop loss has to cover this at least. Yeah, at least until this candle. If it can create another fair value, or if it comes now, I will push the button here for a long. And as I said, like since I have profit, I'm not going to give up on a lot of them. I'm gonna risk very small today. I'm keeping it here. Stop loss will be below this candle's low. That will cover the min threshold of the order block. However, may not get the entry because of that CISD or 5 minutes order block level. And let me check how the 5 minutes min threshold looks. So right there, yeah, it's good. Same stop loss will cover both of them, so no problem issue with using that. Yeah, what I was saying is the 5 minutes order block is from this to this, okay, like this whole range. So when the last can like this 5 minutes candle closed above that range, this candle retraced only the upper portion of that wick, but I'm expecting it to tap to this level and trade to this fair value. If that can happen, I will take the entry. Otherwise, if it can create a new fair value gap around this area, I will use that one to look for the buy long. Come to Papa. So 12:42, like 10:42, so 10:50 to 11:10 macro is that range. Let's see. Is the stream lagging a lot? Because for some reason, I don't know what exactly is going on, but for some reason the internet is not giving me high upload speed today. So I have 1 minute 40 seconds for the candle closer on the 15 minutes. I'm expecting if it can stay above this line or not. That will be a very good indication for me as well. If it can not stay above that, that means the 15 minutes change in state is yet to happen. It still didn't happen. However, since it cleared the sell side and traded to a higher time frame point of interest, I'm willing to take this risk. And the stop loss is not a huge one. I believe it's not a huge one. Let's see. Yeah, so it's 17 handle. Should be alright. And I'm not even taking a full size entry over there. That was it. The CISD tap. That was it. Yes, have buy model. It will cut to sell side soon. Can you please check? Yes, I mean ES still didn't take this sell side, so that is a very big issue because that turns it into a huge SMT like this and this. So yeah, I mean this buy side is not a very high probability one because of that. But I'm still taking it because since it cleared this, I believe it will go for those buy sides. So let's see like how it works. But yeah, like you can expect a bigger fall depending on how ES traded. Like it has a huge SMT over here comparing to NQ, and this SMT is not good on the market because ES should be the one taking the sell side, not NQ. What? Why it didn't give me that entry? Because it didn't tap it yet. And another reason is market is below midnight, so that is also a good area to look for longs. And my target will not be a huge one, okay? Like I'm not gonna target all the way back to this side. I'm gonna close it very like nearby liquidity levels. Again, like 10 to 20 handle, I'm more than happy to go with that.
Order filled.
Nice. If it goes lower, it's only $100 worth of risk. Maybe I will add 2 more around this area if the order block is tapped. Okay, missed the opportunity. See what happened right here. This is something that I was talking about, like okay, let me actually put the target. I'm putting it, it's only $100. Oh yeah, because I took only 3 lots. Doesn't feel good to put it here, so maybe I will try, like wherever the 20 handle is, I will try that one, but this is already 31. Okay, let me stick with my rule, okay? I'm gonna take some partial here and the rest uh, and the one lot for this side. It feels very like awkward, but anyway, what can I do? I didn't realize it's that small of an entry, but it's already covering the previous loss that I took, so should be all right. Now don't tell me that the seek and destroy is until this far. I'm expecting this side to be taken. If not, that is a problem, because 20 handle was, I think, covered here as well. Yeah, that was 24 handle. And I'm not seeing any bullish fair value gaps yet. So I need more bullish fair value gaps. Change in state traded, 1 minute extreme order block traded. Now if it can create a bullish fair value, there is a high probability for market to go higher. But again, see, like this high is from where market was retracing. So that was your first level, but since it's relatively equal, I targeted that high. Should target exactly the high or a tick here, the top of it, like it's still a tick above that because of that huge down close candle. But yeah, I mean, the way it is, it's not any good price action for me to look for a longs right around this area, because if you look on the 5 minutes or even in 15 minutes, it closed there, no fair value gap. 15 minutes literally failed to close, so it's not a good indication for me to look for a big target or something. But yeah, I mean, 20 handle it gave me, but as I said, like I was not I was not looking into the size that I have taken. It's very small. Oh, and actually this time come to the min threshold if possible, because order block I have already missed. See that week was how the week was created. This is the problem with top step.
Order filled.
Not a good idea, but just did it so that the entry can be lower, and it's a small risk over here on top of what I already did. So now if it can go higher, I'm gonna close 3 lots over here, not 2, and leave the other 3 for runner. But I'm not convinced with the market move. Like the way it's moving, it can easily come lower and stop me out, because there is no other fair value gap to suggest that market is strong on the buy side now. And it has cleared this high, which was the high market was retracing from to this fair value gap. And if it now inversed it, it's going for that sell side on more time, even lower, because ES, as I said, like ES still didn't took the sell side yet, so the SMT is a very bad SMT. It's for the sell side delivery SMT. That mean threshold is tapped. Now let's see if it can at least clear those relative equal highs or not, or it is aiming for that level. Already this fair value is something that market has literally closed below, and this fair value was previously used to take that liquidity. So if this one is a fake closer, this candle has to close above the fair value, and it cannot close one more time below the fair value gap. It can come with a wick but cannot close below the fair value gap. That's then it will not be a fake, or it will not be for that mean threshold revisit or something. It would be great if market can stay above this fair value as well. So yeah, that can be a possible inversion if it can stay above that. So it closed inside the fair value. Still, I'm willing to see the exact same thing. Like if market this is fake, then market should not close below this fair value one more time. But it can come. That's why I'm just leaving it this way. Like it can come. That's why I'm leaving the stop loss still there. Otherwise, I would put it right at my break even level. And it still is not breaking that. If it closes below this fair value, it's better to exit out of the trade, because it cannot be fake twice. And see the bodies, it's still failing to close above this fair value. So I'm just waiting this 19 seconds. If it doesn't hit the stop loss, I will literally look for exit, because it has cleared that high. That is the only problem I have over there. And that wick, see how it created the wick? When price was here, it created a wick on the bottom. So it cannot be fake, and it turned this one into inversion. So I'm not willing to hold the trade anymore. I'm just looking for a exit plan right now, especially if it can go above my break even. I'm gonna exit out. So for that, what I will do is I will just bring this on to that bearish fair value maybe, or break even. So that area, just covering the entry cost. I'm not looking for profit, not anymore. Although it didn't break the mean threshold yet, but since the fair value is broken and market is respecting that, I'm not willing to stay in the trade, not anymore.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's see how the market is willing to do. Let's wait for another structure. I don't know if you NQ have not completed the standard deviation 2.5. It okay. So why? That was not something I was focusing. The reason is, see this accumulation, the manipulation happened higher than the distribution, which has cleared that sell side into a 15 minutes fair value gap, or 15 minutes breakaway gap, which is the last fair value from this swing low until that swing high. So when market has cleared that accumulation phase, I don't need another 2 standard, because on top it has delivered that. So let me show you from this and this. I think you didn't see the first part of the stream. That is your 1.5, and this is your other projection. That is your -2 standard. Okay, so market manipulated until that far. So when it was distributing, it doesn't need to distribute there. If it's going higher, it's okay, I don't have any problem. So for that, I want to see a fair value gap at least forming. Okay, it's respecting the mean threshold, I know, but as I said, like since it broke below that fair value twice, I'm not happy with the way market was going. And if you see again, it still didn't touch that level. So my entry was still active. Okay, but just because the way it was doing it, I'm not happy. Like the direct look here, all the wicks over here, there is no real candle to determine what market is doing right now. Only in 1 minute structure. That's why I targeted until this high. Yeah, I made mistake by targeting this high. Why I'm saying this is because 10 to 20 handles was already covered with this. It's nearly 25 handles. So I should have targeted this high. The high market is retracing this fair value, like the high from where market is retracing to this fair value and then going higher. That high should be your first partial level. And along with that, if you have any relative equals, that's why I targeted until this far. But market just traded that high, came lower, created more relatively equal highs over here, again came lower. See, like now if it's respecting this, I'm not willing to um, like say it's respecting this one, because 2 times it went through that fair value. So I'm not happy the way it is doing it here. Instead, I can say it's respecting the 5 minutes mean threshold. Here I had a 5 minutes change in state. This is that 5-minute candle and this is that mean threshold. Okay, so that was that 5-minute mean threshold on the 5 minutes. So now if it goes higher from here, it's because that might be the 25% of the 5-minute uh, or order block. Yeah, so see that's 7.5 level. It's literally now respecting that part on the 5 minutes. Okay, look on 5 minutes, whatever time frame you are looking into something, it should be from that specific time frame. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, even though it's respecting mean threshold, my entry reason was the fair value gap. I covered the third candle. Yes, I could hold longer, but as I said, I didn't like the second time closing below that fair value. So I just targeted my break even price to exit out of the trade. Nothing else. Yeah, I got like $10 or something in profit, but that's just scrap it. That's like covering the entry fees. So let me see. 237. So the cost was $3. I got $20 profit. Okay, so all good. $17 added to the already made. Your name. One like for why? Hey Ravi brother, how are you? How are you, brother? How are you? Let me clear the chart a little. It's so many things over there. Let me clear this. Let me have the order block and mean threshold, since it never disrespected that. So let it first disrespect that order block if it's willing to do so, and let the market has something over here. It's like I'm not convinced for any direction right now. Even if it falls like crazy, I'm still not convinced. By the way, 15 minutes closer, 15 minutes, that fair value, remember, like this fair value, why I'm still keeping this? Because of that this candle literally closed below that, and market is now multiple time rejecting from that 50%. So if you are bullish, wait until it can break that fair value one more time. Although midnight, still it will be close, like at a close range to that midnight. And again, there is this thing. Okay, when market trades the mean threshold and returns back above the mean threshold, which happened on this green candle. Okay, now this low should not be taken. If market takes this, that is a problem. Even with a wick, not just by the body, even if it takes by a wick, there is a high probability market will go for that low one more time. Even it can go even lower. Okay, so it should not revisit the mean threshold if it's bullish. If it's bearish, you will see it will take this low and literally go below this low one more time. So expect that to happen. I don't know your name, so asking. Oh, you are talking about me? I thought someone else. Anyway, so yeah, my name is Asif Karim. Okay, like my full name is Asif Karim. You can call me Asif or AK or whatever. Like, doesn't matter. Just bro is good. Oh, because the same example, when it's rejecting from mean threshold and closed above the order block level, it should not revisit mean threshold multiple times. Still there is a tick gap, but I didn't like the way it came very close to that mean threshold. It's now weak. The mean threshold is very weak right now. So for that reason, don't expect that market is going higher. Expect that this low will be taken and this low will be taken. I'm not happy, like the same mean threshold, it is tapping for the third time. Okay, so it's getting weaker and weaker, and it doesn't have enough strength to send price higher. That's what I'm seeing here as on the market. That's my indication on the market. So let's see what happens. It's inside the macro. uh in macro, if it can clear the sell side, not just this, then there might be a opportunity again for the buy, but don't have enough time also. Like I only got 8 minutes, so whatever it is willing to do, it has to do within 8 minutes for the macro. But yeah, like the way I'm seeing the market, I believe AM session is literally rigged for everyone. You guys should not be looking for trades in AM session, not anymore. असीम भाई कैसे हो? असीम, असीम नहीं ब्रदर, आसिफ, ASIF, एज इफ। थोड़ा बहुत आता है, बट वो गाना सुनकर और मूवी देखकर सीखा है। समझता हूँ पूरा, लेकिन बोलने में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, अभी भी है। So let's see. 1, 2. There is no other bullish. Yeah, I mean, nothing to talk about over here. I don't really I don't really care about what the market is doing right now. Mini Nasdaq NQ has created literally equal low over here, if I'm not wrong. Where is the NQ? Here. This is a problem with the microman. It created exact equal low where this one has a gap over here. So let me remove all this. Let me clear the chart by a little. It's still within, like, respecting that 5 minutes mean threshold and stuff, but I didn't like the way it came, so I'm expecting it to go lower, and since it created exact equal, there is a problem. Now I'm thinking, like, the thing is, it's better to stay from markets in such conditions, but tape trading is good for learning purpose. Asif, yes, no worries, bro. No worries, no worries. No worries, brother. How is everything for everyone? Like, whoever is watching right now, it's like, um how is life? What you guys are doing, like studying or bachelor's, masters, or working? Uh, tell me something about you guys, because I'm seeing few names every day, so I would love to, like, know about them. Like a little information about them will be great for me. So yeah, I mean, fair value. Okay, when market was retracing this fair value, the high was this one. So if you are looking for a buy, you must take some partial here, which I made mistake by not taking. Okay, and my entry was a very small one, so there was nothing to take per hit. It was just 0.3 MNQ, but yeah, still I should have closed, as I was looking for this. When market took that, it was not creating any fair value gaps. That was a indication that okay, it may again go for, and as I said, seek and destroy. Okay, it took one high, it took the low again. Whatever you're seeing, took the low, went higher, took all these highs. Okay, like whatever the 1 minute high you can see, again came lower, took the sell side, created a high, traded fair value, took the high. Again, it's a seek and destroy mode. Simple. Now what I'm saying or seeing here is, when market trade a order block mean threshold for that specific moment, okay, this mean threshold, and it closes above the order block level, which this candle didn't close, so the next time visit to the mean threshold was still something you can expect, it's okay. But this candle closed above that mean threshold, so one more time market should not trade to the mean threshold, because it's indicating that this order block doesn't have enough power to send price higher, as I was saying. And if this low is taken, then what did I said, like market will go for that low. Yes, there is a long week over here, you can look for that 50% as well, like that midpoint as well. But since I'm seeing the way market is going, I'm expecting this low will be taken too. It's not just gonna make it a rejection block and go higher. I'm seeing it's coming here again. And the other reason is NQ has cleared these lows, which is here, okay, like this low, and ES came until this far, so it didn't clear the low. For that reason, market should fall again, because ES is the one that should be taking the sell side. So see, like this is not a bullish SMT, this is a bearish SMT for me, okay. I don't know, there I might be wrong, but that's how I'm looking into the chart for very long time, and that's how it's working for me. So I'm expecting even a bigger fall, and this time, by the time ES will take this low, NQ, if it can break this fair value, it is coming for that sell side, or at least this area where I have a projection one, okay, that how far below it can go, below that sell side. That projection is until this far, which is 20,216. See, so I hope you are getting it. Whatever the confluences you have, you must have to see the result of it. For example, after trading this fair value and that order block, see, like exact order block tap from where market took that liquidity, it failed to create any fair value gap over there. It was looking very good until it did that. So you have to keep in mind that how you are looking into your chart, like what exactly you are looking. If a fair value have the power, it will create more fair values. If it doesn't have the power, it will literally do something like this. The high it retraced, took it, came closed below that, created bearish fair value here, okay, this fair value. Now here again, multiple time it broke that fair value gap, but you have your extreme order block sitting right here, okay. Why that is your order block, why not consecutive? Because the very next candle that confirmed the order block, it closed only below that one single candle, okay. Here that one single candle closed below until this far, so until this candle you have that consecutive order block, so from here until that. And if you look, I think this candle already retraced back into those levels. And let me check the mean threshold of this one. Okay, so I should have kept an eye on that as well. I should have kept an eye on that as well. How about the extreme? Yeah, the same thing. So yeah, I should have kept an eye on that as well, rather than just looking for that buy side. See, that low is taken, although it was rejecting or doing something like this, but that low is taken. Now see that fall, I want to see if it can break this fair value or not. If it can break this fair value, it's going for that sell side, because by the time ES will take this low where the SMT was this low, NQ will come for that low, and this area, okay, where you have a breakaway gap on 15 minutes and the previous 15 minutes fair value that market was respecting, which is here, this one. So you have equal lows over here. So I have two projections. One is there. Where did I mark it? Here. Okay. So one is there and another one is aligning with that sell side. So I'm more on that sell side now. Maybe this is the better area, but I'm looking forward like how far it is falling. First it has to break that 15 minutes fair value from 15 minutes chart, like this fair value from 15 minutes chart to do so. But again, what did I said about that SMT? That is, it's not a good SMT. It's for bearish SMT, and I'm looking for longs. Okay, for me, it's not for you. It's not about the bias. It's not about anything else. It's just my perception. I'm not taking any sell short. Remember, like someone asked why I didn't take sell short from here or somewhat around this area. Why I didn't take is because I'm not looking for it. Again, it's about the perception. If you are bearish, you frame your trade. Don't worry, you can frame your trade as sell short or something. Show lower level of higher time on higher time frame. Lower level on higher time frame. Lower level on higher time frame. What do you mean by that? Okay, so here the 15 minutes. This is 15 minutes chart. Okay, and let me remove all those projections, otherwise it will be very messy. And since this sell side is taken, I'm gonna remove that one so that it can be little more clean. And this was the hourly. Okay, like 1 hour. That was that hourly fair value. This is that hourly. I'm not counting this as a order block because it's not coming out of any fair value gap around this or anything. So yeah, I mean, this is that relative equal lows you have at the same time. This was that hourly fair value gap, or even 15 minutes you have a breakaway gap around this area. That market previously literally failed to close below that midpoint. From the midpoint it started going higher. So that's a good sign for that fair value. And about the 15 minutes, okay, so market broke below this even on the hourly chart, although there is not a single fair value gap yet on hourly. So if market is going for this, expect a big volatile move towards the downside, which may not happen because of that 15 minutes fair value that it's trading, or this 15 minutes fair value that it will face below that low. So let's see. And let me see another. That's the MT at the low. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I hope you got the point, like what I'm trying to say over here. These equal lows on ES. Okay. So this is 5 minutes chart, which is this. Okay. So these lows was cleared by NQ but not by ES. ES is trading there. So the SMT is looking something like this, or you can mark this low. Okay, however you want to mark it. SMT is looking something like this, and this is not a good SMT for me. It's a good SMT for the people who are bearish, because literally ES is way above the liquidity level, and for that reason market can literally fall longer. Okay, I got the point. I hope you guys got the point. So NQ can fall longer. That's what I'm saying. And after that 15 minutes fair value, this is the first time it's about to create a fair value. Like it didn't create yet, or it gonna take another 14 minutes something seconds to confirm that fair value. If there is this fair value and market can break below that, this will be your new breakaway gap on the 15 minutes chart. Okay, if this fair value is available and market can break below this, this will be your new breakaway gap. Why this is your new breakaway gap? See, that fair value was balanced here. So this is, for example, if you look here on the 5 minutes, that swing high until whatever it is doing right now, that will be the first fair value before market can go above that swing high or that week's high, okay, which is this one. So this is your only inefficiency from that high to the low, because that one is already filled. This one is balanced. You don't have to worry about this fair value, no, not anymore. So if it can create this is your new breakaway gap, and since you are expecting even lower run, if it can break below this fair value and close below that from 15 minutes chart, this is where you will find another fair value gap forming around this area, and from there you can target until this fair value or that sell side liquidity until that daily volume imbalance level. But first, if it has to be confirmed by this fair value, like market has to create this fair value and break below this bullish fair value, otherwise nothing is confirmed. And as I said, like, look for bigger fall here. If you're bearish, please, like, your analysis should be you should be very strong believing your own analysis, okay. If you are bearish, please, what is projection 1? Okay. This projection 1, let me show it from 5 minutes chart, because the thing here is more clear. See, like, equal highs and equal lows, and the bodies are around the same level. That is your accumulation, okay. So since I'm showing you the lower projection, from the body to body project lower, and from the high to low project lower. See that projection 1, let me put it somewhere here. That's -2 standard and 1.5 standard overlapping within a higher time frame point of interest. So that's one place, and where I have this liquidity, okay, like this, not this low, that low. And because this low is sitting inside of a fair value gap where I have a 15 minutes fair value as well. So inside of this fair value gap, market can take this low, fill up the rest of the fair value, maybe trade until that far, and then again continue higher. Or I have a projection 2 as well, which is, I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it's literally overlapping exact, like, tick by tick. Okay, this projection is overlapping tick by tick, which is 20,129 at the same time, right above that tick by tick projection. Or let me actually do one thing. Let me extend one towards the left side. So now you can see that -3.5 standard and -4.5 standard is literally overlapping tick by tick. So this is a better projection and higher probability, because right above that tick by tick projection I have those liquidity, like from here, okay. So since I have that liquidity literally above that perfect projection, I left this level as well. So if I'm looking for a sell short, I will first take a partial below this, maybe around that projection level, and then I will look for, if market can go through this area, I will look for my next area, like I will look for a new entry, or for the rest of my position target until this. And since this projection is very close to this fair value, this is the hourly breakaway gap over here. So if market is taking this liquidity from the projection, it can go 5 to 20 handles below that projection. So this is within 9 handle, or if you think this way, like 5 to 20 handle, so within 20 handle or 15 handle, actually it is still staying inside of that fair value. So it's from sell side, let's mark this on first, it's within 5 to 20 handle, okay, this fair value. So from this sell side, market can come to this fair value and then again maybe look for higher move or something. So I hope you got the projection, why I projected that. It's because of that specific price action. So the accumulation happened. Now this area again, from the low to high. This is one way of projecting. Another one is from the body to body. And let me change one of them to extend right so that you guys can see. So that -2 and -1 was at a close proximate. This is where market traded then fall, and that is also aligning with the daily long wicks 25% and the daily breakaway gap slow. That was the breakaway gap slow. Okay, so it's reversing from a pretty good area. However, as I said, like I was expecting it to reach until this far, and that's why I have some other projections over here. Okay, this is literally overlapping around this area. It's overlapping, so I'm marking those sort of thing. Okay, that buy side and this 6.5 and this was overlapping. So if it could go through this fair value, then I would look for this buy side to be taken. This buy side to be taken. That's why I kept two different projections, nothing else. Based on the price action, how far it is reaching, based on that I was literally looking for the projection. So wherever it is aligning, the first one I'm keeping, that's the most important one. The second one, if I'm seeing any indication for the market to reach there. Okay, let me show you another thing. Yesterday, okay, from 15 minutes chart, this was that area where I said like the consolidation. Okay, see that overlap. Let me remove this so that you guys can see what exactly I'm trying to give you. This overlap, okay, this is two different fib levels, which is -2 and -7 and -4 standard deviation. Market reached there, it can go 5 to 20 handles above that level. It went even more than that, no problem going more than that. But as I'm saying, and there is another thing, okay, if there is a big figure which is at this area, let me remove one of the projection, it's 492.50, and you have a big figure right above that which is 500 level. So when there is a big figure, market can go 30 to 50 handle, and now you will see how far it reached. Okay, it's -8 standard exact, like look at the body close, see that -8 standard. So what I said is market can go 30 to 50 handles if there is a big figure, and 20,500 is definitely a big figure. So how far it went from that projected terminus, which is that 492, until this far, this is 45 handles. So 30 to 50 handles, at least 30 handle, max 50 handle. It went 45 handle, and then it started that lower displacements. And again, look at that. After reaching to a certain level, the first engulfment or the change in state here, the very next candle tapped that and then started going lower. Now when this change in state was happening, what can confirm that change in state? If there is a fair value gap on a lower time frame than 15 minutes, which is 5 minutes. We have very small, and it doesn't matter how big or small the fair value is. Okay, we had fair value by the time it reached below that white line, which is this, by the time this candle closed. So the very next candle traded back to that order block, then started going lower. This is how the change in state works. Okay, on the same time frame, if I'm looking for a 5 minutes change in state, I'm looking for a 1 minute fair value gap. That's what I said in this week's first stream, like the first stream I did this week. On that I have explained it for long time, like the whole stream was about that, and I came to that stream because someone asked me about that. Same thing, okay, when here where I took the long and I didn't take the profit. Okay, this candle, this is where I took the long, remember? When this candle closed above that, this is a change in state confirmed by what? Okay, let me clear the chart a little so that you guys can understand what I'm saying. I'm not clearing from that area because I have important levels as well. So if I clear from there, it will clear everything. Again, let's come to this specific 5 minutes candle. This is that change in state, okay? Because this candle engulfed after trading to a higher time frame point of interest, which is this level. By the time market closed above that level, like closed here on the 5 minutes, I already had this fair value. That's the reason I choose this fair value to look for a short scalping entry. However, I was targeting this one, it just took this high and then reversed again. But as I said over and over again, that your main focus should be securing 10 to 20 handles, and my entry was literally a tick or two inside that fair value. So it gave me like literally here until this far nearly 27, but we all know like it's more than 20 handle. As long as that is the case, even from the top of the fair value, it's nearly 24.25 handle. So it was good enough. I don't need to target that far. It was good enough profit over there. But yeah, I hold it until that far, it didn't give me the profit. Doesn't matter, I don't mind. I didn't take a loss. That's the best part. Okay, it went back. Yes, I closed it at break even. I could have made a little more. Like this candle took liquidity and then the very next candle displaced it, so I would look for this order block level or maybe even bit lower area to target for my exit plan or something. But I just exited at break even and eventually market went there, and that was also a good area to look for that profit, because from here until here it's 11 handle. And remember, like when it traded that mean threshold, I added 2 more lots, so that is 26 handle average. It was still a good profit that I could secure, but I didn't look forward to that because my intention was to see that market, since it broke one time below that and the next candle closed inside the fair value. I was not looking for this candle to close again below that fair value gap, although it traded the mean threshold and then gave that move. But on this candle I just exited at break even because I don't want to hold the trade anymore, and it's not giving me the indication that it's willing to go for that buy side. So I hope you got my point. And see, like it's only 54 seconds left, market just turned, and it's literally now reducing the size of that 15 minutes fair value. The higher this candle goes, the smaller the 15-minute fair value becomes. So it's not a good sign for me. Okay, and it failed to break below that that gap on the 15 minutes time frame. This doesn't matter here. The same time frame has to break the same fair value gap. Like whatever fair value gap you are looking at, it has to be broken by the same time frame. So let's see, like this is possibly the 15 minutes bearish fair value gap. If market is respecting this or going through this, that will determine the next move of the market. Got it, thanks. Oh, where is it? If it can displace like lower a big candle on the 15 minutes with a big body, only then it will create a fair value. Remember what I said about this? This will be your first bag if market can close below this. So this is that bag information, but for that you need a fair value here as well. It fair value, like breakaway gap, and a fair value. That fair value can be traded. Like that fair value will be completely fill or market can fill it completely, no problem with that. But as I said, like for that it has to expand by a big margin, because the low of the previous candle is until this far. So yeah, you have to wait until market can do that. It's a big fall, it's not a small fall, just like yesterday. Okay, just like yesterday, the AM session is falling because literally the Asia and London expanded higher. London created the high of the day. Now New York is creating the low of the day. But again, so why I marked that white line was to see like if market is willing to respect that level or not. If it's not willing to respect it, I'm not looking for anything over here. And at the same time, it has created a bearish fair value. So I have to see if market can disrespect that for longs if I'm looking for long. And there are so many reasons to look for long. Okay, relative equal highs over there, lots of highs over here without any fair value gap on any time frame, not even 1 minute, not even 5 minutes or 15 minutes, except for this one. Like the moment it happened, now there is a chance that market can go even further. By the way, yes, let's see how far it has reached. So 5 minutes, this was the low here. So the nearest swing low can be this, or at least I can look for this one. So I'm seeing a big free fall on the NQ. Like it has to clear this. It has to clear that. Thanks for the thorough explanation. Thank you, brother Cesar. So yeah, I mean, until it can create that next fair value, this one is not your bag. Okay, now you're marking it as a 15 minutes FBG. Wait for the next fair value to be formed. Yes, it can still be partially filled. That's better for you if you are bearish, if it's partially filled and market is continuing lower. But what I said here, that since this SMT happened, I'm not seeing this is as a bullish SMT. Okay, this is a bad SMT for me, but if you are bearish, this is the best possible scenario for you. And on Friday, a lot can happen. Like this, after all these long weeks, this is the first time you're seeing some body, like candles with some body rather than long weeks. So for that reason, expect a better delivery on the sell side first. This low was rejecting from that area. Yeah, I mean it should at least reach here, which I think also be the midpoint. Nice. That's the minimum I was expecting. Like when market will go for the sell side, that's the minimum, and that's the other one. So maybe the low of the day will be this or this. Okay, let's see like how far it can continue its move. So the issue with the chart, okay, like I'm seeing it very clear. Like when I'm seeing it, I'm seeing it very clear in terms of stream. Like I think Ravi said or Cesar said, like zoom it a little when you are explaining. The issue is the monitor I'm using is way larger than the resolution I'm using on the stream. So whenever I'm in my screen, I'm seeing the very good, like I'm seeing it very good zoomed in, or I can see every fair value gaps, everything very clean. But since the resolution I had to scale down, it might be very choppy for you guys. That's the issue. Like I don't know if you got the point or not, but unfortunately I cannot switch from my large screen to the 27-inch ons. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying my best to give you guys something that you can see. So yeah, that can be a issue. So let me know whenever you are unable to um see the candles properly, or if it's getting hard for you to understand the candle. But otherwise, yeah, like whenever it's hard for you guys to understand the candle, if you let me know, I will try to zoom it to a certain level so that you guys can see it properly. I'm just reading something, that's why I'm a bit. Do you took trade on London today as your London strategy? Not London, but I took trade after 8:30 news on a 15 seconds chart entry. So yeah, I didn't trade London because weekdays it's bit hard. I try, but it's bit hard because I have my 9-5 job, right? So it's bit hard. But 15 seconds from here, okay, like from this candle until that specific area where I have the daily candles 25%, the wicks right here, grid, and some other projections as well that I have already shared. So until this far, okay, that 0.75 of the daily candles wick and that daily breakaway gaps low, exactly there I took the profit. So from this fair value, the very next candle when it when it tapped it, that was my market execution. I got a tick or two above that area, but until that far, okay. So that was the entry I took after the news, not during or not before. And since there was little room for the price to go, I closed partial over here, like half of the position, trailed my stop loss below this. So remember, this was the entry, trailed the stop loss below this, market came, stopped me out, and then again using the similar area, market went very close to that high one more time. But I didn't look for anything because the 930 was very nearby. As I said yesterday, like when the 930 is very nearby and you don't have enough time to avoid that volatility, don't look for any entries. And again, yesterday's settlement price was 20,300, I think 39 or 49 point something, no, 37.75 if I'm not wrong. And today the 930 opened here, so one single candle literally filled up the opening range gap. But again, the gap was lower and market was trading higher, so you can expect the bearish move. That's exactly what market did, just like yesterday, just like the other day. And yesterday I explained that part, I think, pretty thoroughly. So that's it. I split the screen and watch it on my chart. Okay. And that's great. uh, Before, like when I was not streaming, I was using literally three I connected all 3 monitors and made one single screen. So I was using those for one chart in each monitor. 1 minute full. The biggest monitor I have is the 34-inch, the one you are seeing right now, and two 27-inch 2K monitors, all of them. So I use the 34-inch one just for the 1 minute candle, and the rest for only 5 minutes and 15 minutes. And sometimes I split to see how 1 hour is looking. For example, right now I want to see how the hourly chart has done today so far. So that was the 25% tap, and this is the hourly. There is not a single bloody fair value gap, and market is again creating relative equal lows. So very bad. Now you can mark this as your sell side as well. I always, as you guys know, I always keep the nearby levels to see how far market came. So even if it's going for higher move or something, literally I have to wait until at least it can break that 15 minutes fair value gap from 15 minutes chart. And see, like this bloody fair value, still market didn't break. Although the wick came very low, like very close to that third candle's low, but it didn't break that fair value yet. Even no body closed below the 50%. Exactly what you are seeing here from this fair value. No body closed. Market went higher with a relative equal low. Relative equal low. Nobody closed. So history repeats. Okay, if it repeats, then I'm waiting for this fair value to be broken. And by the meantime, if market can create at least a 5 minutes fair value around that area to suggest that it's willing to go higher. Although like this is a liquidity grab market structure shift, but since I have a resistance from higher time frame, I'm willing to wait a little. So let's see, like, if this has anything to do over there or not. This is a very tempting area to look for a buy long. Let me check what is the risk over here. Okay, I have to cover this for at least 19 handle. Not bad. But it didn't break that, so better to be safe than sorry. But if it creates that order block over here, like a down close candle into this fair value gap, I might use that. Like once the order block confirms, I might use that to enter, and I'm looking forward that 50% of the week. And this time the target will be at least these relative equal highs, if not higher. It should come at least here. Okay, that if I was looking for a long, this is already the entry. This, and that's the breaker level if market is willing to retest that area. So what I don't want to see is it's closing below this level, this candle closing. Okay,
Order filled.
don't get me wrong, it's just because the only 2 lots. Okay, and I'm seeing the risk is very small, that's why it's only $44 worth of risk. And I will look for I will look for although it didn't create that bag, that's a bad sign, but anyway, let's see. So I only pressed when it came for that fair value, and the reason is like this, or even from the low to that level, okay, below that middle point. So consecutive is here, that's the mid. Okay, let's see what it does. It's a very small entry. Okay, as I said, like I'm not willing to take bigger risk on Friday, because Friday is a very worse performing day for me for almost 1.5 years. Friday I struggled a lot, so I'm not looking forward to like big risk or big gains from Friday. And let me remove this one. So if market can close above this down close candle, only then I will have a order block. And I put it here, not covering the candle that created the fair value. That low should be here, but I'm putting it here because I'm seeing like this candle with that bearish fair value, it has more resistance area over there, so I'm just covering that candle's low. If I'm wrong, let it be. When we accepted that the market should make equal high, I didn't get it. Like when we accepted that market should make equal high, we don't really be so sure about that part, like if market should make equal high or not. That's a tough question to answer, but it's doing this, okay, like the same way it did on the 15 minutes chart. Like this fair value, it came below, but nothing closed below the midpoint of the fair value. That's one thing. So my entry was around that midpoint of the fair value. Since I market executed, it gave me little higher, but anyway, here it's the same thing. Now we have so much sell side liquidity, market can easily fall for that. And since that 15 minutes fair value, see that middle point rejection, it's not broken, so this entry is not that high in probability, but I took it anyway because only 40, see, like $44 worth of risk. And I'm not even targeting a swing high or that buy side liquidity as my target. So it is coming lower, it broke 1 2 3 level of defenses, it gonna hit the stop loss, that's for sure. Like I'm pretty confident about that, because it broke 3 level of defenses. So when market breaks 3 level of like, let's see if it's still to get back inside or not. Even if I put it below this, it will not what it calls, like it will not save me from hitting that loss. That's why I put it here, because I have a fair value here, breaker over there, inversion there, a lot of level of defenses on 1 minute chart, not 5 minutes, not 15 minutes, on 1 minute. This was just a 1 minute, like solely 1 minute entry. And as I said, see, like it was not even safe over here. So see, that's why I took only 2 lots, $44. Okay, think this way, it's nothing. $44, it's nothing. Now it cleared that sell side pretty good, but not from here. Market should not go higher just by taking that low, because there is nothing I'm seeing to suggest that the market should go from there. This is a area from where market reversed twice, so this should be visited, and since there are relative equal lows, I'm expecting it to come around this area, or for that breakaway gap. So let's see how far it can continue. And that fair value was traded. This down close candle can be your new order block. Okay, and it literally inverts this. It didn't tap there, I guess, but anyway, it didn't close below that until this candle, so it didn't literally revisited that. By the way, this can act as your balance price range. So what it did is just traded that fair value until the just tapped to the low of the fair value, then continued lower for the sell side. Yes, so that's why you should wait for your 15 minutes confirmation that 15 minutes fair value is broken or not. It was not broken, but I just took it based on the 1 minute chart, and that's why the risk was only $44, not a huge one. We accepted that market should make okay, I read that one already. I'm not seeing it's reversing from here. Okay, like there is no reason for market to just take the liquidity and reverse. Since it took the liquidity, lot of people are exiting from their position. That's why you're seeing that reaction. But you can expect like maybe it will trade back to this fair value and again continue its move towards the downside, since the 15 minutes fair value trade was already done. Like market retested that 15 minutes fair value, and exact same thing. Okay, the middle point rejection, that also happened. So that sell side is taken. I will clear it. However, I'm not seeing market is reversing right now. I'm seeing it may retrace here or even this fair value, then again continue lower. The only issue is not a single 15 minutes candle closed below this one. If I saw a body close below and then it's retracing to that fair value, I would rather look for a sell short from those sort of. But as I said, like I'm not taking sell short today. I will avoid the lunch hour. It's 11:53 on PM session. If there is a better retracement on the buy side, I will look for that buy. Okay, like same thing, but maybe I won't be streaming that time because I will take a quick entry, quick exit. Win or loss, I will share with you guys on my Discord. But yeah, like if I sit for streaming, it's already nearly 2 a.m. and the next entry will happen maybe from 2 to 3, that silver bullet session. So it's like 4 a.m. in the morning, and it will be very hard for me to stay on a stream during that moment. So be careful about that part. AM session, it's a big fall but very messy price action, like even in 1 minute. Okay, and what it's doing, it is still doing the same thing. Low taken, high taken, came lower, low taken, like every place you are seeing on high, then the low, again low taken, went higher, high, came lower, low taken, went higher, created high, fair value trade, high taken, came lower, low taken, again some consolidation or sideways price action that you can expect. Low, look here, okay, low taken, high taken, low taken, high taken, again low taken. Now I'm not expecting it to go again back to that area, but if it is willing to do that, you will see again long wicks over here. So far what it did, one big body or one big candle, then all the long wicks, one big candle, again it started to form those long wicks. This is a market you should avoid. Simple. Even if you are like you have some bias, let's say even you are bearish and you're looking for some sell shorts, I'm not seeing it a very good market to target a big sell short or something, like going with a big risk on this sort of market. All the weeks look in 1 minute. Okay, so Friday I struggle, as I said at the beginning, over and over again. The struggle is real for this sort of reason. And because it's Friday, I'm expecting on the PM session, especially maybe from the lunch hour, you may see a upward move on the market. By the way, how far is ES? Is still long way, and by now NQ has cleared this low. Okay, so now ES has to clear this low. It's a expect a bigger fall on the market, on the NQ market. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. So this was the sell side, initial sell side. It has cleared this one, which is I think yesterday's, no, it's today's London session, 4 a.m. Yeah, it's today's London session. Today's London session low. ES has cleared that one. So now for the low of the day, it's belonging to the New York session. So London has the high, New York has the low on NQ. So let's see if ES can actually come for that sell side, or if it just takes this one and then reverse towards the buy side or not. Expect a bigger fall, okay, like it's not done with its move yet, and see like this fair value and that fair value. So this, any move, okay, this is a swing high for a reason. Why I'm saying this is a swing high, let me remove that white line so that you can understand here. Okay, so 1-2 candle higher, this high is higher than these two candles, and on the right side I have so many, so it is valid to consider as a swing high, which is fractal high. Okay, so this, from this fractal high which has traded a fair value gap, when market is coming lower, this is your first fair value, this is your second fair value. So this is what you are expecting to remain as a breakaway gap, and this is your first fair value gap. So market can continue to go lower from this fair value, or it can trade to that, but if it leaves portion unfilled, even a tick, it's better for you. But you can expect this fair value to be like filled up like this, or even market can go above that, but until this one is broken, you are safe, you don't have to worry. And since there is no wick on this candle, your stop loss has to cover that high as well if you are taking entry from here. So it will look something like this, from this to that, and your target can be here for a partial, or like this is my projection, so don't worry about the projection. Maybe this fair value stop can be area to look for a partial, but your final target can be until this sell side. So this way, because there is no wick over here. If there was a wick, then the stop loss was safe on that wick, wherever the wick was, it could have been safe over there. But since there is no wick, you have to cover until that far. And since that fair value is 40 seconds left, finally it's getting broken. So market can literally revisit the low of that fair value to retest that inversion. And since it's lunch hour, I will stop the streaming here. Okay.
This is a reminder. Stop streaming.
Hey Alexa, stop. The reminder. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, as I'm saying, like until at least this sell side is cleared by ES, you can expect bigger fall. So that's what market is doing. I don't know why the hell I'm pushing the button towards the buy side, but yeah, you know, like it's a very small risk. $44, it doesn't matter. And since it's 12 already, I will stop the streaming here. Okay, I don't know if I was able to provide anything or not, but yeah, don't worry about what I'm doing or what you are seeing here. Still, as I said, I'm not giving away all my profit, so whatever you are seeing, I still have some profit. Okay, and it's all about, look, when I was trading alone, these were the partial profits I took in the stream. I took this loss and I took this loss, so altogether $200 loss only. So it even less than that, since there was a $20 break even trade. So don't worry about it, and just stay with your bias. If you are bearish, I hope you didn't miss any entries over there. But again, in PM session, if I'm trading long entries, I'm expecting that PM will literally retrace back into the range, or at least go for some new structures. For example, if there is a new 15 minutes fair value, like if market goes even further low, then there will be new fair value gaps, and market will go for a retracement entry. For example, if I was looking into this entry earlier, there was this fair value gap after that change in state over here. Maybe that could have been an area to target until that 15 minutes fair value gap low or something. But I saw like multiple fair value formed, and market is showing some willingness to go higher. I just tried with the minimum possible. Remember, I didn't press when market was here. I pressed when market came inside of this area. So when market was here, I looked for the entry. Yeah, it didn't work out because it was a very small stop loss. And again, what did I said about the stop loss placement? Because I have already, see, like low high low high lower low, a breaker over here, break one fair value, two fair value. So if market breaks this fair value, then this is another level where market can have the, like, that's my second level of defense. Then the breaker range is my third level of defense. This candle is literally trading inside of that fair value, from where market actually went higher and took this liquidity. So this candle is a propulsion block, but keep it simple, it's your order block, okay, because it's coming out from the previous order block. So when you have multiple level of defense broken, there is no reason to extend your stop loss here or even below this low, because when three level of defenses are broken, the next target for the market is your back, okay, like according to ICT it's your S, okay. So I'm not, like making my ass any bigger for them to target. That's the fact. That's why it was only $44, and I took the least possible size, which is only 2 MNQ, okay, not even NQ, not anything, 2 MNQ. So keep that in mind, okay. Yeah, so Friday always, it's a big struggle for me. I don't like trading on Friday, but since I promised yesterday that I will try to come uh, on live on Friday as well, so I came. Don't know if the information was helpful or not, but yeah, until next time, take a very good care. And if you are still looking for the Discord link, I actually posted it on other streams as well, and this link is like valid, or this link has no expiry date. Previous ones that I posted under my videos or something, they have 7 days expiry date, but this one doesn't have any. So you can just click to that link for the Discord group or something. So yeah, until next time, take a very good care of yourself, your health, and